Okay, so now we get to ones that so now from this list on, most of them are all of them are gonna be ones that I actually enjoy. So today we're talking about today's fuck the one for this list is Princess Twilight Sparkle, which might I add technically Equestria Girls, the first Equestria Girl movie is what happens after Twilight becomes the princess. But and Equestria Girls is like her first princess summit, but we're not talking about Equestria Girls, we're talking about Princess Twilight Sparkle. So we're gonna talk about what happens. So what happens is that Twilight Sparkle has to go to after the coronation, after the event of Equestria Girls, Twilight Sparkle goes to Canterlot to basically just stay there. Then so Twilight's in Canterlot, right? And then like Twilight's sad and she goes to their friends. But then she wakes up and the sun and moon are like they're like both up. So and Twilight's like, oh no, where are the princesses? But they're not there. And the royal guards are like, oh, we have to look for you to guide them because Twilight's like princess. And they're like, oh no. So Twilight goes back to Ponyville, and Ponyville is being attacked by the Evergreen Forest, and like they're like, why is this happening? So they don't know what to do. So they're trying to like do everything they can in Discord there. So Discord's like chilling with them, and so then what happens is that they go to Zecora for guidance, and then Zecora gives Twilight this potion, and this is probably the best part of the episode, and I'll talk about this later why. So when Twilight takes the potion, first it gives us back to it didn't tell us to the past yet, but it gives us back to the time where Celestia banished Nightmare Moon. So we end up seeing it, right, and Twilight and thinks that this is the present because she didn't know, and then she's trying to convince Luna to like lower down the moon, but then Luna transforms into Nightmare Moon, and then starts attacking Celestia, and then they end up destroying the castle, and then Twilight and then the Nightmare Moon like attacks Celestia and like damages her like 10 damage, like no scope Celestia. And then like this was actually like this was something pretty sad because I thought that this was like, because then I didn't know it was in the past, that it was present day, so I found it like sad that that Luna like like no scope Celestia. But then Celestia uses the elements of harmony to banish Nightmare Moon, and we see how Celestia doesn't want to do it, and now she's like crying during the process of banishing her sister to the moon, and we get an insight into that happens, and like when Celestia pulls out the elements of harmony, we see how the elements of harmony are from the past. Then Twilight realizes that it's from the past, and after that, Twilight finally stops the potion. She starts like seeing it, and then she drinks the potion again. So then we get to the next one, and in this one it shows us to when Celestia and Luna banish or like turn Discord to stone. And I really like this one because I really wanted to know, like I was curious to see like what happened and like why, or not like why, but how Discord was banished to stone. Like want to see what happened, because like with the Nightmare Moon, we didn't get to see it or like what actually happened, but we did get like in the first ever episode we saw like drawings of it and how it happened, and we see how Luna and Celestia use the elements of harmony to turn Discord to stone, and but before he gets like but before he gets turned to stone, he's eating like these seeds, and the seeds like fall to the ground, and the seeds end up trying to like plant to steal the magic from the Tree of Harmony, but it doesn't work because the Tree of Harmony is like too strong, so it can't get like destroyed. And then after we see when Twilight drinks the potion again, she sees like the Tree of Harmony, and this is when Celestia and Luna found the Tree of Harmony to take the elements of harmony from it to defeat Discord, and we see how the elements of harmony are in the shape of the old elements of harmony. So they end up taking it to defeat this, and then afterwards they realize that the Tree of Harmony is in the Evergreen Forest. So they might, if they return the elements of harmony, it might like save the tree. But while walking there, they get into trouble with creatures of the Evergreen Forest, and they're like, this is the part that I like hate the most out of this episode, it's how they tell Twilight that she should like go home because of like something happens. The princess she will be the only princess left, but Twilight literally like helped save the entire kingdom, helped save like Queen Chrysalis and like done a bunch of other crazy things, and she can't handle going to the forest that you guys have already been through before, like. But then when and like yeah, that's probably the thing that I don't like the most. But Twilight goes back towards like like tell basically like tell Twilight, hey, you should go like back, and Twilight does go back, and it ends up actually saving the and after that it saves the Tree of Harmony, and the Tree of Harmony like goes back to being normal, and it gets saved, and then Celestia and Luna, who were trapped there, end up getting freed, and then it's revealed that the seeds that Discord planted, they ended up like finally working, and they have like taking control over the Tree of Harmony. So yeah, you know, if Discord would have just been like, yeah, but I understand like I know it wouldn't be in Discord's character to say that, but I just thought that was pretty fun. And then Twilight. Then after that, Twilight gets to host the summer sun celebration, and then I just like that part. It's actually really nice, and like yeah, and yeah, that and now I'm gonna talk about what I like and what I don't like about this episode. So yeah, what I liked about this episode was that we got to see what actually happened with the how Luna was banished to the moon for 1,000 years, instead of just seeing it from like a book. And then we got to see. I like how we got to see Discord in there, and I like how and I like the introduction of the Tree of Harmony. And some things that I didn't like, I know I said this about the last episode, but so it was a little bit boring, but it wasn't as boring as the other episodes you guys could like see. Also, I didn't like how Twilight's friend told her to go home. I felt like that like that I don't know. That felt like out of character for a friend to tell her to like go home. So yeah, I didn't like that. But all in all, this episode was actually pretty good. It's not something I go back on, but if I were to watch it, yeah, I would enjoy it. It's a pretty good episode. And like on to the next one.